How has education changed over the years? I think the quality of education had changed for the better and for the worse, depending on the personal view. Um, it is undeniable that in the past, we could highly access, the cutting edge, facilities in education. We didn't have access to the computers everywhere. But nowadays, computing system, all the teaching aid are totally accessible to people in different areas, from the remote area to the, urban ones. Everyone can enjoy the equal opportunity of being educated, and they can access the best, teaching and learning method, than ever before. That such, the dreams of learning come true at any time they want. Well, and irrefutably, teachers nowadays are more educated in terms of the degree, the level of education. Well, in the past, most of the teachers only graduated from university, right? In the modern life, they graduated from PhD, they have their master degree, even higher. Like learning and education is a lifelong task. That's why, the teachers could equip students with more advanced knowledge, and everything they want is at the fingertip. And the facilities as well, well, what's more interesting in education is, I think that international schools spring up. So now, not only do we learn only our mother tongue and English, right? But we can also, acquire any language we want. We are educated to become global citizens instead of just limited or confining ourselves to only one country. That's the most amazing, just part of education. We have more radical people with radical way of teaching. However, I have the feeling like education somehow, become a little bit commercialized, to certain extent, it's more money-based, money-driven system, while students now have to pay a lot of money to, access a high level of education. Sometimes, teachers, educators, and schools, somehow prioritize, put the money or the profit gain ahead of everything, which somehow discourages, the true learners who really desire for actual knowledge and wisdom. They feel frustrated, demotivated, especially they exposed to the money-based education, right? And it becomes somehow like degree oriented. People now, they pursue education by all means, just only for the sake of qualification, or while rarely do they appreciate the true value of knowledge. They don't simply learn for the sake of knowledge and learning itself or per se. They actually want to acquire something just only for economic gains, and as a result, sometimes they can, seldom understand the issues profoundly, and they are less willing to self-study either. That's another, consequence of money-based education system. uh in the end, I think that educators, need to, how can I say, continuously equip themselves with the seasoned knowledge. And along with that, we have to, focus on the quality of education lessons, the commercialization in education itself. And, to some extent, we need to insert some kind of, I say, reality into the teaching curriculum to make education become something so close to people, to the real life. Like no sooner do students graduate from university, then they are confident to apply that knowledge and skills into their work environment, instead of waiting for several years of learning and stuffing them head with theoretical knowledge, and maybe they forget everything by the time they graduate from university. And then when they enter the companies, unexpectedly, they have to kind of, training themselves, retraining. So such amount of learning, training, and retraining and stuffing knowledge. it's torturous to many students. Wow, in other words, I could say that education has changed for the better and for the worse. And I love education, I love knowledge. I believe that knowledge is always the ultimate gain of my life. And I'm striving for it every day. The real, actual knowledge and wisdom. I hope you are in the same boat.